Edging his way in towards middle with a P250 here. We'll have masuta on the receiving end. Gravity to look for a trade, but Amanek doesn't need to be traded. That's a bullet straight to the cranium of the X-Vitality player. Snobling starts off the firefight too as KENNYS is completely overwhelmed. As much as he's good, he's not 5v1 good on that B-bomb site. And with that, LDLC secure a bomb plant.
There's a player quite close, might be able to snatch away a kill or two, and MBK is trying to do the same, but that's not quite gonna happen now. Everyone that for the first time here in this game has that lovely op in his hand, but at the same time, LDLC is gonna go straight the other way. It's Python up close on the ramp. He's only good for one kill, and instantly LDLC are questioning if they should. He is still sitting with the backup of Kenny.
Masuta, though, is the first to strike as MBK lands a dink, but it's not enough for a conversion. Brooksy clings on to 1 HP of a life. Masuta's nade, it's going to be enough. That's gorgeous. Down goes the bomb, but there's still plenty of time, and Masuta's only on 7 HP, but 7 HP doesn't matter when you're landing shots like that. Snobling onto 16 now, but Divvy, he's actually seen Kenny's head above the smoke, but it's not clocked with him just yet. And now as Kenny falls away, Masuta back snobbling through the smoke. The nades are applied. He's forced to run back to try and retrieve it. Is there even enough time to plant it at this stage? Yes, there is. But Divvy needs to strike. No! And he out-ops Kenny on Kenny's first AWP duel of his...
Here on paper might have a better buy, apart from the AWP. That, of course, is still in Divvy's hands.
Gravity, though, tries to ensure the round is in his hands as Brooksy, Gravity, Amanek find a frag apiece. Now Hadji and MBK will have to save. Whether they will or not be able to do so depends on how overextended Hadji wishes to go on ramp. Finds the first, Divvy cuts him down for a second, and LDLC finds
an opening. That is probably what Falcons were hoping for to get. And the important thing is, Kenny can encapsulate. Oh no! Oh, they're just boosting up. Luckily, there's a great trait. But Python certainly will be feeling the heat because I'm not too sure if LDLC is looking to stop.
Python extinguishes the molly, burning at his toes, but Brooksy does a lot more than tickle his toes. He takes out the entire carcass. These men with that big green, with his magic stick.
Oh no. Well, here we go. Kenny, even while blind, of course he spotted the player before he was actually flashed, but that's a great opening, and you can see how far LDLC are getting delayed. They are still yet to cross, and KENNYS is preventing that from happening. He's looking, he is getting out peaks, but Masuta, with a wonderful trade, is able to get a second.
Up the pace. Kenny defy gravity, though. Jump his way up onto that A-bomb site. MBK's position is a nightmare to handle, and nobody's checked him. He's going to find 1, 2, and a third. That is impeccable from MBK, single-handedly keeping this round in contention for Falcons, but does make a mistake. Jumps on top of the boxes, and Amanek catches 2. That's perfect from the former G2 rifler. And Python now in the 1v2 has a lot to do.
Oh, the smoke is faded. I'm not even sure if Python knows the bomb is dropped. Can be picked up. So that creates a bit of safety now for LDLC to work with. Still with that second smoke that is up. Now it will fade. And Python does spot both of them. But simply in a conflict. It will throw in that smoke. Try and delay a push. There we go. I think that utility is certainly will be heard. Oh, no, they don't check him. He gets away with actually 1 kill and an assist. And Brooksy instead gets 2 kills. But still, the backup is here. Masuta grabs 2 instead as well, leaving Snobling.
From Snobling not making a peep as he edges his way round through CT spawn. Oh, but Masuta's got that on red. Despite their upgraded pistol investment. But now, with the money still a little bit all over the place, they've gone for the pistols again, and Snobling has found significantly more success, taking down Hadji and wasting an entire utility belt. Did he find some too as KENNYS? His no-scope goes awry, and now it's a 4v2 as the pistols, they are menacing when put to use properly. Snobling fades away with a frag with the Python and Masuta. He's going to go down to Divvy. My goodness! They say insanity is trying the same thing over and over again. And on the angle. Can he hit a wrist breaker here as Brooksy gets up close and personal? Flashbang rains on through. Masuta dodges it. But Divvy lands a frag instead. And Kenny, did he just shoot Masuta in the back? I think he did as Masuta continues fragging regardless. Oh my god, Masuta! That is insanity! Last alive is Divvy down by the stairs. But Kenny's going to catch him off and win an AWP duel. What the hell was the end of that round for Falcons?
What an insane round!
Man advantage, but Python looks as if he'll be the first to receive an opportunity. Gravity charges down. They're not clearing his position. Python taps away at 2, but it's only damage, not a frag. Amanek and Gravity, they chime in for a kill apiece, and Masuta's left dancing around E-Box, and Gravity defies anything for the side of Falcons here. MBK, it's a 1v4. He's pulled off the ridiculous before, but this is a step too far, and with that, it will be LDLC taking 9 rounds on their flip it if you want to flip your room around from something drab into something cheery. Why not check out this play as Python checks out the heads of Snobling, and he's looking for Divvy too. Takes Divvy, but Snobling continues the good fight. 4v4 ensues. It's Gravity. Taps away, but Masuta jumping on down catches him first. Again, Snobling to try and contest, but KENNYS is there this time for some revenge, and he bags a double. Big frags from the rifler, and oh my goodness, he's gonna find 3. As Falcons again have the weaker buy.
Look at this, a lot of utility lining up towards the Abraham, creating a bit of space for Falcons to work with. An MBK good for 1, but that is all he will get as Gravity grabs 2 instead, making sure LDLC as of right now, they have a player advantage, but leave it up to Masuta to do change that and turn it around. They're trying to conquer KENNYS with a follow-up, and ooh, well, Divvy is looking to change, and suddenly, in just a couple of seconds, a 1 versus 1. Masuta is hurt, and Brooksy, he sprays straight through the smoke and dealing so much damage, just 16 health left. And he can get the bomb down. He's actually going to be faking it, swinging, and hitting the headshot. Nicely done. And Falcons, they tie up the scoreline, 9-9. To make the gap even bigger. Flash comes through, doesn't really do much. Gravity just holding, sitting tight, but not expecting them to actually push up that close. Luckily, his teammate Snobling is able to find a 3rd here, and able to secure a pretty nice lead into this round.
Python is looking to try and recover things. Catches Amanek off on the rotation, but Brooksy's faster on the trade. Hadji now. The 1v3, and this one's going to be tough. Might want to consider saving that AWP on over, but with 40 seconds to go, he's being hunted, and AWP or not, it doesn't matter, did he?
Time of the week, MBK there, grabbing the kill upon Amanek, and look at this, LDLC are trying to get an answer going. They're going to be boosting up, it's not being checked at all. He can get away with 2.
Great trade from Masuta, though. Decapitates the bottom of the boost through the wall as Masuta, he's going to triple up himself in this round, leaving Brooksy in a nightmarish 1v3 here.
Yeah, already when Masuta was playing for, I believe it was Wonder Kids, just pretty much an unknown French roster. I mean, definitely amazing gaming gear that you can pick up and endure 5. Of course, be sure to check that all out. If you need a couple of new headsets, gaming gear, you name it, you can pick it all up. And as we speak, LDLC...
That's 3 very fast frags from LDLC as Masuta again is realistically going to need a back-to-back 3K, and he starts things strong with a first onto Divvy. Head ripped from the shoulders. The Snobling, oh, he's biding his time perfectly here, keen to get his revenge on another other than Masuta McKenny. A lightning-fast AWP shot down towards the short side. As Gravity get burnt by a Molotov as well. And secondly, how impactful that shot from Kenny was. Very little utility left for the Falcons side, though. And also a bomb plant would be a huge risk. Masuta, a very impressive attempt.
Missing at all here in this game. Now, Divvy has repositioned. He's here with his AWP. It will be dealt with. That Molotov will make things very tricky. And Masuta finds another one. MBK, a follow-up too. And suddenly, things are very scary looking for LDLC. 1 by 1, they all go down. And Brooks is only able to find a single kill here in this round. Falcons, they bounce back and forth. This map has been so far. And I wouldn't be surprised if LDLC actually do bounce back. Snobling once again with an MP9 in hand. Oh no, but the first 2 players to fall are of the LDLC squad. Gravity is eager to fight up at least 1 frag. He will do so, and he clears out that Abraham side. But at the same time, oh, DV with a knob in hand is able to strike, get 1 kill. But Python is very quick on the trigger too, creating once again a player advantage, and the bomb now also planted.
Oh, but Gravity has had Falcons second-guessing themselves here with that frag. They failed to initially realise the gravity of the situation. Well, they certainly do now. Hadji cut on down by Snobling as Kenny falls to the same fate. With the AWP, or at least he did for a moment. Sides against it in the end as Snobling is there. The further deal some killing blows, but Natural Born Killer instead finds 2. Heads cracked as soon as they appear on his screen. And Kenny now, again, it's not the AWP, but he still has the opportunity to find the opener on the B bomb site, and that he does, but he won't check behind him. Amanek has everything here. The trigger discipline is great. The shots are a little messy, but eventually they do pull through.
But nonetheless, there's still 2 more to even find, even if he wouldn't want to be found. But no, he is gone already. He repositioned, and Gravity is not even able to connect that first shot up on sight. Amanek all left by himself, and the honest question is, do you really want to be going for this with such low money? He's just hoping perhaps he can spot an exit frag. But no one is giving anything away for free. He's even getting wallbanged. And MBK still hits the final blow. And with that,
finals. This is, of course, the round of 16, the first round of playoffs here at EDC 6. And it's great to be back after a prolonged break with this tournament. But Divi and Snobling, is great to see that they're back in the server as well. A frag apiece in a 5v3. And this time, Kenny and Masuta, our little clutchmeisters, have fallen to the wayside early, and Diffie, you monstrous machine.
Positioning here of Brooksy, well, I don't think it will come easy. This should be an easy frag for him to pick up. There we go. Both are going to go down in just a second, and Falcons, well, seeing what the response is of the LDLC side, and in fact, Brooksy is able to grab up the kill upon Masuta, but now Amanek is about to be tested. They don't even check him. He gets away with 2 kills before he is eventually traded. That's still a 3-on-2. Very much possible for LDLC to take this to overtime.
The 2 versus 3 here. And the Molotov does rain down. That gives them presence. That gives them a bit of wriggle room. There's Kenny, I believe he spots someone jumping on top of the boxes. MBK sprays appropriately, and Kenny, I don't know where or how he grabs that kill to Gravity from, but Brooksy, he darts on out, finds the first. Kenny misses a shot, 20 seconds to play with here. Time is money. There's a lot of pressure on his shoulders, and he will miss the first shot. Finds the second. Kenny, away! Kenny, what a way to deliver in the final round of regulation. A 1 versus 2 clutch.
The site only yet to check water where there is a player sitting. Actually, just going to go in and straight go for the plant instead. Oh, Snobling!
Oh, the timing!
He's looking the wrong way, but he still turns around and gets a shot. At least he is still alive. He can still try and fight with the rest of his teammates. Everyone is just in water. Low health on all of the players, and they all just line up. Masuta just tapping. Headshot after headshot, they all land them. Yeah, very close. And they're all lining up the utility that will be starting to flow out. Snobling, though, completely blind, and he should have almost gone down, but instead, Gravity grabs a kill. Snobling, unblinded, grabs one of his own. And he is looking for even more. Might be outdone here by the pillar, but Brooksy is there to help out the rest of the team, and Snobling, therefore, can also pick up the last frag. So, that's only a single loss for LDLC. Very nicely played, and I'm not too sure what happened. It's just Gravity being a beast dancing around the pillar. Brooksy is also here, already very close, but they're just going to wait and see what Falcons will be doing first. Now the bomb will be trying to get planted, and Gravity, once again, he goes unchecked, sitting in sandbag, as all of them just run out of monster.
Gravity plays that one to perfection, just sits there waiting patiently, gives info that the bomb is being planted, and swings when appropriate. Kenny now in a nightmare spot, does catch Gravity back though. Masuta could potentially have a gunshot across to him in towards Monster as Kenny. Oh, it's a big risk and it doesn't pay off. Nate shuts him down, and with 10 seconds to go, you can tell Masuta was considering running back away. And
they're getting very, very close. See if the timing of Gravity will be there. I think the utility certainly caused him to look, but he was still an inch too late. Haji does grab 2 kills. MBK a follow-up with the AWP. Suddenly, this round almost looks over and done with. Divi and Amanek don't have any.
They continue to massively deliver on their T sides. And Overpass being the most CT-sided map in the pool outside of Ancient. It's not a role that he's always taken. But with his oodles of experience, I'm going to get cut short here as Masuta's life does too. And oh no, not on a round like this. Amanek finds the 3rd frag, and they pull out a similar buy to what was dealt to them. And Kenny, my goodness, that's disgusting! Kenny, where the hell did those 2 shots come from? That is despicable from the AWPer and Gravity. He gets The door shot on his face. Kenny, surely not another one. No, finally the back 10 puts him to rest. But that was obscene. Surely that can't be shown right now. It's not 9 o'clock yet. It's not off the watershed.
Oh, and he's looking. Oh, well, MBK. He has
He's got
the
a
bomb
freebie
now.
sight.
Yeah, that's the problem. Oh, no, but he's going to go straight back the other way. And that is where Divvy is, waiting with the MP9. And MBK, will he check the corner? That's the question.
Is it going to be natural born corner checker?
Oh, no.
No, it's not. He's going to get absolutely ruined by Amanek and Python. That's good to suppress him in the corner, allows Python to get that kill, but with 16 seconds to go, I think this may well be a bridge too far. They are far too distracted by the back dice player, and Python, he could do something fancy here, but runs out of ammo, and there's no time. There's no time left. He'd have to start the plant already, and he does get an ult for his troubles. That's so unlucky. But that will be an equalizer for LDLC, and Fearless, what a palaver as he catches Snobbling as well. Like this setup they've got here on the side of LDLC. Actually, though, he's taken a lot of space early doors. Hasn't seen Snobbling above this smoke yet. Brooksy, though, he finds the first, and there Snobbling will activate Gravity too. They continue the war cry, but KENNYS darts straight through the smoke. Brings us back to a 2v2, and Divvy's a little bit too late on the flank. He won't be able to deny the plant, and he also won't be able to catch anybody unawares. Both of the players coming through Monster, though, might be a little too tall of an order for Falcons to deal with. Kenny's completely off-put, but Masuta off-puts Divvy straight back 6 feet under. Amanek continues to fight, and Masuta falls, but Kenny, he will seal the deal with a gorgeous...
Jump there, but he is sitting very close by the smoke, hoping that once it will fade, he's going to grab up a couple of kills, but he needs to be careful too, because he himself, he is there close. He drops a bomb, that's a second kill. MBK finally is able to find another one, but it's only 1 kill and 4 here. Oh man, oh my goodness, that's just a slaughter.
Monster and Falcons are spread across the map. They're just looking for a frag somewhere, a way to find a trade. And MBK will deliver Python another back into a 3v3, and a glimmer of hope shine through for this side of Falcons.
Nice kill there by Kenny, and at least he secures now a player advantage on the side of Falcons. What was perhaps an opportunity for LDLC might become very tricky, but that might also not be a... Oh, well, a bit of an awkward spray there, and that gives the opportunity for Python to repeat KENNYS.
Will it have any impact, though, Fearless, is the question on my mind, and how will this monster fight turn on out? MBK falls. Python, only good for the single trade, but Hadji is the saviour. AWP shots rattle off as well, but neither connect. And Amanek, finally, this is his time to strike. Nobody expects Amanek up on a light fixture.
Yeah, Falcons just forced to slow down around, and perhaps KENNYS could pull off a big play here as RG's teammate falls, but nonetheless, Amanek secures here the half.
It was Gravity, the lurk player, wants to try and encapsulate all of the Falcons into one place. Masuta, what a shot! Just impeccable aim from him when given the fight. I hope to see a resurgence from him in this second half, as he has been awfully quiet in comparison to the previous map on that T side. But Gravity, he's just won the B bomb site entirely for LDLC. Haji knows this number, sees him jumping up towards the CT side of spawn. But if he does get the bomb down, and that's at very least secured economy for the follow-up, but can they secure the round as they dance around the back of the site? And Masuta finds the first. Divvy goes down to Masuta as well, and what a recovery from the youngster. Hopefully he's able to deliver on more than just the USP here, as there are 5 Galils making straight for his direction, and it's actually Kenny to steal both and a 3rd kill. Haji chiming in for a bit of support, leaving just Amanek in a 1v4, and this is such a bridge too far for him here. Dodges the nade, but I don't think he's going to dodge this shrapnel. Kenny with a 4K. As he steals Masuta's thunder, and onto a 16th he goes.
Perhaps a tad bit of a better buy on the side of LDLC, but of course AK's in hand, and they gotta go in hot. But Masuta, once again, we were talking about him being a bit quiet, and perhaps he could deliver, and he is coming back.
With a minute 5 left on the clock, I was going to say, honestly, in a 3v5 such as this, LDLC would probably do well to save, but there's just so much time for them to get hunted down, ravaged by the TTs with a great economy. And Python does indeed ravage as Snobbling falls to his prowess as well. Divvy does good for 2. Some damn nice fragging from him over in that department.
But he will be looking. Oh, the Molotov. Oh, he will be respecting it. Counter Molotov instead, but already the backup has arrived. Divi actually grabs the kill upon MBK. But 3 seconds, he is going to go and try to bomb. Oh, he gets it. But...
As you need to check out our partners over at Endify, but not just yet. There's MBK. It's a gorgeous flash from Kenny. The assist is immaculate. As two completely blind.
And again, do you slow it down a bit? The control Falcons, it is definitely there. masuta now does go down on the flanks.
Have the tough job of trading him out, but would you look at this? Is that a gamble rotate down to B? Oh, they played this to perfection. They've gambled B, and amanek catches MBK through the edge of the wall. KENNYS jumping back up will try and stop them, but won't be able to deny the plan.
Oh.
And the P250 shot doesn't rattle off in time before Divi deals a decapitation. 3 versus 2 now for LDLC, and for the first time in a long time, they have a chance to capitalize, but Python fight a double. Haji won more, and Falcons out of nowhere. Pistols than they do in the rifle rounds, and now with Python sitting close towards Monster, if the flash comes now, it could be great. But Gravity starts off very strong, amanek to follow suit, and finally it's an entry frag for LDLC, something that has evaded them for light years it seems, and Haji goes down to amanek as well, who has had a very quiet couple of rounds. So much history here between these players, and LDLC are bringing up the next generation of talents, but unfortunately that next generation of talents aren't really bringing up their scoreline, but Gravity does find an opener and a second. Fragging IGL, it seems, as Kenny only fires back onto 1.
Well, he is looking to get up with masuta. He at least... Oh, that is the bomb dropped. But of course, Divi will just still answer back.
One of them can drop an SMG, maybe a FAMAS on over to Python, who's only got $100 to his name right now, but the AWP of Divi, it's been very prominent this game. Let's not underestimate how much impact he's had, but that kill is very impactful on the flip side from Haji. Brooksy goes down as well. Rarely will lob a grenade in. As Divi's been boosted up into heaven. This is huge from LDLC. They have a brick wall of a defense, but Brooksy has already been punched out by the jackhammer that is masuta. Trade comes on in. Python another. Snobbling still fighting with the MAC-10. MBK though finally puts everybody to bed. Again in jeopardy for the Falcons.
Flash comes out, and amanek, well, he is looking for the opening here upon this side, and he does exactly so. Python goes down, and suddenly a 5 versus, well, suddenly, okay, hello, MBK. Now, he did grab a kill here. Is this round still possible? But nonetheless, Gravity and Brooksy 2 kills each. Or, sorry, a kill each, but 2 in total.
Early doors to try and deny mid-presence, but nobody's going towards middle. LDLC know it's a gun round for Falcons, and they know how weak their B defense has been. But Haji, he comes out the gate swinging here. Gravity and Snobbling bashed to pieces.
This A bomb side a whole lot. Especially long. I don't think we've seen any action over towards that part of the map at all, this whole map. masuta still here, alive and kicking. Holding this side like a monster. Nice. 2k at least. Good trade there by Divi, but it won't be for too long before he is taken out as well. And Falcons, this is...
That smoking towards heaven. There's no opportunity thus far for the trade. And as the util continues to rain on down, the panic continues. Python gets swung upon. MBK fights that kill somehow. Python bags another. Python, another to the tally. Oh my goodness, Python. What an impeccable 3k. And what a gorgeous way to finish the game and win out 16-14 back-to-back. A huge slap into the face of LDLC.
And once...